is North Carolina. Looks like there's only one of you here in the North Carolina delegation, so you don't have to have a debate except that which is going on in your mind. And some of the debates that are going on in the mind of one person are really quite interesting to observe. So, Keith, where do you stand at this particular time? Ooh, okay. Curious. All right, New Jersey. Maryland's concern? Mm-hmm.
Yep, and Massachusetts was probably not the best, but I mean, it's in my brain, but I just can't.
It's okay, shh, quiet.
Okay, going off of the Boston massacre, the Boston people kind of threw rocks at them with sharp knives and stuff.
They were sharp, yeah.
Yeah, like they threw them at the British soldiers, and I mean, and I was a British soldier. I was not very happy with that, and I got really shocked into it.
Okay, all right. The chair recognizes New Hampshire. New Hampshire, you're kind of a neighbor of Massachusetts. How do you see this so far? For what reasons?
I definitely think that independence because I'm tired of Britain imposing so much stuff on us that shouldn't be attainable. And like promise peace that we really should have a small island control our vast country.
Okay. Thank you very much. Another New England state, colony, what have you, Rhode Island. Either one of you guys want to chime in? Who will chime in? Rhode Island.
Okay, fine. I think we and
Hopkins.
I think we and Hopkins have varying opinions, but I'll favor independence just because it'll be hard to gain independence, but afterwards we'll be able to support ourselves and probably be a better, more connected country.
Okay. Representative from Georgia.
I said some traitors among us. Why would Okay, so what's your name? Listen. I'm
Button Gwinnett. So button it while she's talking.
Why? Okay, honestly, why would we want independence? We can run in our own country. We can make all decisions. We can act as a democracy. We don't have to sever from all the stuff that Britain imposed on us, like I forgot what colony that is.
Massachusetts?
Nope.
Rhode Island?
Nope.
New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
Oh, that one.
New Hampshire delegate said we need to just get past all of the not good stuff that Britain has imposed on us, and we need to like just form a new country and a new economy and be the best in the world.
Okay, thank you very much. South Carolina?
The South Carolina delegate would like to recognize both the Maryland delegate and the New Jersey delegate as both filthy Whigs who are trying to destroy the creation of this country. They did not see that the Boston Massacre was beyond the soldiers. This was
Whig. It's a different thing.
beyond just the soldiers and the firing. This shows the tyranny that Britain had showed.
Order! The floor is being held currently by the delegate from South Carolina. Please continue, sir.
This was beyond the soldiers. Their firing may have been justified by violence by the Massachusetts, but we can further justify that violence by the oppression that Britain has shown us, putting tariffs on us for no other reason than they were too incompetent to do a better job fighting France and Austria. If they just did better, then it wouldn't have been our problem.
Okay.
We won them the Western Front.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to return to Maryland, then we'll come back over to Connecticut. Maryland seems to be taking the lead here on the no position. Go ahead, Maryland.
Britain could have backed off a long time ago if there were not so many rebellious acts that were caused to push them forward into doing more of controlling things. We had freedom at one point. We had our rights into doing whatever that we wanted and living our lives the way that we chose. And then they lost the war and they needed help from their people, which who we are.
They won the war, but it's okay, but they needed help, yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
They needed help paying it off. Doesn't matter.
yeah. Same thing.
And then it became more of people did not want to pay, and rebelling against Britain, causing more issues than could have been caused, instead of that caused more issues than if we would have just paid.
Okay, Connecticut.
You guys own slaves!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, you freedom, but you own slaves!
When did I talk about equality?
Oh!
I like my slave.
Order. The chair calls upon one of the three delegates in our presence from Pennsylvania. We haven't heard from any of you yet. And this is going to actually be an interesting vote because it will either be unanimous or a split vote. Okay?
I think that we should leave prison because we are getting taxed without representation from across the sea.
Is that view held also by Mr. Dickinson?
Sure, why not?
How about Judge Wilson? So it could be unanimous when the vote comes as far as the Pennsylvania vote. We'll take a few more things and then we'll allow Virginia to make the closing remarks. Since we started with you, if you have anything lengthy to say, I'd be surprised. But you can give a very short summation of the arguments in favor, and then we'll be proceeding on to the vote. We'll continue on now with South Carolina. He's standing up again.
I could reference the, where is she from?
She's from Connecticut.
The Connecticut delegates' ignorance to the subject of my opinion on slavery, but I will instead look to the delegate of Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland, in her assertion that the taxes that Britain put on us were completely justified.
You said they were justified. I just said we should have kept our mouths shut and not rebelled.
We had freedom until the British asserted themselves upon us.
No. We
We
still
were
had
nothing
freedom.
but faithful.
We still had freedom. They were just asking us to pay a little bit more.
Okay. Order! The delegate of South Carolina has privileges. Contempt. Oh, this is a sad, sad fate. Shh. Connecticut, you are called upon and expected to behave in a more decorous manner. I don't know. In favor or against? Where are you right now? Oh, now you're against it. Okay.
Okay. We are part of Britain. Shouldn't we have to pay taxes? Even though we're across the way, what is the freaking point of not paying taxes when we're part of their country?
Okay.
What is the point?
All right. The delegate from Delaware is called upon. No complaints to the chair. The delegate from Delaware, keep your remarks succinct.
What was the thing you said about us having slaves? You guys are the ones who actually work, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Calling you a hypocrite. Okay. The chair calls on New Jersey. Hi. Yes. Yes, thank you. Okay, so it's just upon you. Okay, so I think you guys were already in an agreement. Okay, sorry. New Jersey, please continue.
We might be part of Britain and we're like new Britain, but we didn't have a representative on there, and they're treating us like children, like we have no opinions, and we just don't know anything. And all we asked for was to have a representative be sent over, and we sent letters, we were calm about it, we were like, okay, let's communicate, and they're like, no, let's tax them even more. And so now, this is why we need it, because we need to get out of here.
Okay. I saw Thomas Jefferson, you had your hand up earlier. Do you still have a desire to make a comment at this particular stage? No, okay. Ah, yes. I think Connecticut has a comment to make.
Okay. So they taxed us because we were being bad. Massachusetts was literally being the worst little state ever. They were doing things and they're dumping tea in the ocean. I understand there's high tax tea. Why does it matter? You're getting tea. You like tea. What's the point? Okay, and why?
I like tea.
Come back to me.
South Carolina, you're on probation,
Yes.
but you may speak.
I would like to apologize to the Maryland delegate. It's not your fault that you know what, never mind. I
Don't even go there.
I would like to bring to the what's the name again?
Oliver Walcott, I believe.
Oliver.
Oliva.
Oliver's comments
Ellie is Ollie.
on how the taxes are justified. Whether or not they are justified, the colony stands more to gain from leaving Britain than it does to stay under the tyranny and the taxes that they have presented. Whether or not they are important to the Britain should not be the concern of us.
Okay. At this stage, we'll give Ollie an opportunity to speak in real debates and so forth. What happens sometimes, and I will entertain a motion from a delegate to vote, and if there's a second, then they will have a vote on whether to shut down debate, because otherwise you could have what actually exists in the United States Senate now. Unless there's 60 senators out of 100, debate will go on and on and on and on, and they'll never actually have a vote on what actually is being considered. So we will hear from you, delegate from Connecticut. Connecticut, pay attention, because I think she's going the other way now to try and persuade you to go back again. So go for it.
Okay, so Britain was treating us like children because we acted like children.
And
That's fair. If you do something bad, you get treated like you did something bad. That's it. You don't just get punch someone in the face and then be like, oh, can I have a lollipop now? No, that's not how it works. There are punishments for your actions. There are punishments for your actions. Okay, they taxed us because we did something bad and because they needed more money.
Okay.
that is factually incorrect.
Thomas Jefferson.
Chronologically incorrect. We did something bad after they had.
So they started it. Is that what you're saying?
You don't unfair, but I mean, so it is true because it's like saying you can't have something and you have a chance without it.
Okay. Georgia, did you still have your hand up?
Well, they didn't tax us because we were bad. They taxed us because they spent on the Mental War. And then we decided to retaliate again. And throw the
Okay. Rhode Island.
on the note of the war, if the states who want independence still want to fight the war, are you going to pay for it? Because the states that are Tennessee independent, sure not going to pay for it. And there's France, who's just fighting like kids about independence and independence, they're not going to want to help.
Delaware.
There's one thing, they tax, is it fair of what you're saying that they taxed us because we were being, unruly children? So you're saying writing a note, a palm peaceful note, is, unruly, really? Is actually that right? I mean, if there was bad words and all that on his paper, maybe. But, and maybe threats, but really, if it was just like, can we please have someone there? Can we please, was it 3 or 4 times, right? And they still don't listen to us, maybe just tap us after that.
Okay. New Jersey.
Okay. I think with us acting as children, I think we definitely have made some mistakes as acting as children, but to be fair,
Good children.
Britain just they were acting like children to be honest.
And then, like, they were so mad that they were in debt and they had all this debt of money. They were like, we did all the work. Like, they just started blaming us because of their debt. And so that's why they taxed us, because they think that we, that's why they kind of separated us across the people. But one day,
Okay. Is there any new debate? Is there any new debate? Thomas Jefferson, we'll give you, we're starting to limit, we'll give you 10 seconds. I don't know who they're talking about, Adams. Ah. Okay. Okay. Richard Henry Lee, I see you have your hand up. This is opportune because we're going to give you now the final word before we actually enter. We'll give an opportunity for the delegations to consult one another if there are 2 or 3 in your delegation before we have the roll call vote from the states. Richard Henry Lee, you may commence with your closing argument.
I would like to say first that Britain taxed us without representation, and Mark Mann said taxation without representation is tyranny. And if you look over there on that map, it's pretty hard to even find Britain. It took me like 2 minutes. And then you can find America in like a second. The biggest country should rule a smaller country.
Oh, sounds like Tom Paine. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That concludes the debate. At this point, you have 10 seconds to consult with. Some of you guys need to consult with how you're actually going to vote. It looks like there's insurrection. We know how you're going to vote. We know how you're going to vote. We think I know how you're going to vote. We know how you're going to vote. You're going to vote. You're going to vote. The clerk will call the roll of the states. The issue before order. Order. Okay. I mean, it could be a tie. Whatever. Shh. And these are how decisions of importance are made. Rock, paper, and scissors. All right. When the state's name is called, a delegate can put forth the decision of that delegation as yay for the independence, nay opposed to the independence, or abstain as in there's a tie vote or some otherwise not casting a vote. An option is if one of the members of that delegation calls for a polling of the delegates, we will poll the delegates as to how they individually vote if that is the case. Are there any questions? New Hampshire. New Hampshire says yay. Massachusetts. Massachusetts says yay. I see a precedent. Thank you, New Hampshire. You've set a precedent. We'll see how long it lasts as far as standing in order to make the vote. But that's very sweet. All right, here we go. Rhode Island.
Rhode Island says nay.
No, we're not going to end it there. We'll see, who is part of the team. Connecticut. We'll come back to it. Connecticut passes on the first round of vote. And keep in mind, if a state chooses to reconsider their vote, they can call for the attention of the chair in which to make an amendment to their vote if that is so desired. Connecticut passes. New York. New York says nay. New York. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Scribble your name on a piece of paper, Mr. Lewis. Didn't you say you were in favor of it before?
Yeah, but then I was like, no, I'll just say no.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Politician. New Jersey. New Jersey says yay. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania says yay.
Pennsylvania says yay. Maryland. Maryland says nay. Delaware. Delaware says yay. Virginia. No vote? Not a pass? That's a hard abstention? Oh, okay, gotcha. Abstain from Virginia. North Carolina.
North Carolina at this time says nay.
What do you mean at this time says nay? North Carolina, yeah, really didn't defer to South Carolina. North Carolina says nay. South Carolina.
The delegation of South Carolina has made the decision to abstain via a tie vote.
Oh, fair enough. Tie vote, okay? South Carolina abstains. Georgia. Georgia says yay. Second round. Connecticut. Ooh, there's drama. South Carolina says nay. Connecticut says nay. South Carolina says, what the hey? Okay. The chair recognizes North Carolina. There's just one of you. Is the debate consumed?
North Carolina would like to make an amendment to their vote.
Okay, you got two choices. Yay, nay. I suppose the third choice, abstain. North Carolina says yay. Is there any other delegations that have had reconsiderings as to what their votes are? What's the relevance? It's not going to pass. You want again? Okay, it's still nay. Having taken the vote among the 13 delegations at the Second Continental Congress, the measure for independence fails. 7 yay, 4 nay, and 2 abstentions. We've just got this message in from King George, the Real King George Twitter account. The Real King George Twitter account is very happy that the colonies... Oh, he's happy. He is happy that the colonies are not seeking independence, and he will have further to say on the matter later. This session is now concluded. The Second Continental. I will send a message to George Washington that he can go ahead and go back to Virginia at this time. Oh, at this point, are there actually 7 states that actually wish to form some kind of a independence movement? What is the likelihood of their success? When you've got Rhode Islanders here playing hand games to figure out what their major positions are on these issues, and Connecticut, and Maryland. Okay. All right. Yes. Yeah, we can do that. No, that's fine. I understand that totally. Yeah, Monday. Yeah, no, anytime on Monday. Yeah, let's do that. I've got students at 10. But otherwise, yeah, no, we can do that. You email me when it would work. Okay? No, that's fine. Nice job on that. Go ahead, use the remaining time to wipe down your desks, and then at 2:45 you can depart from Philadelphia.